All right, y'all, let's talk about Lakewood Church. There was a shooting that happened yesterday at Lakewood Church. Really caught everybody off guard. I was sitting down. We had invited a couple friends over to watch the Super Bowl. And one of our friends, she said, hey, there was a shooting at Lakewood Church. I don't know all the details. I don't know if everybody's okay. I don't know what happened. I was just scrolling. I saw it on my timeline. I just thought y'all should know. Now we are finding out a lot more about what happened. We have the shooter, who is a 36-year-old woman, Genesee Yvonne Moreno. She entered the church with her 7-year-old son. And depending on what article you are reading, there's conflicting ages as it relates to how old her son was. ABC says that the son was 7. I've read another article that said the son was between 4 and 5 years old. Regardless, this is a child. This is a baby, in my opinion, and I don't see why a mother would put her son in this situation, knowing that there's a 100% chance that he was going to be harmed, whether it be physically, emotionally, spiritually. There's a 100% chance that he was going to be harmed, and that's exactly what happened. So she lost her life. The shooter lost her life. She was shot after she opened up fire at about 1:55 p.m. local time. She had an AR-15. She started shooting. 2 off-duty officers fired back, killing the suspect at the scene. In the midst of this gunfire, her 7-year-old son was shot in the head, is currently fighting for his life in critical condition. This is according to the Houston police chief. We also have another headline, another story that's coming out. This is courtesy of ABC News. It says, Lakewood shooting, AR-15 had Palestine sticker, anti-Semitic writings recovered. This is what the police are saying, according to ABC News. It says a sticker saying Palestine was on the AR-15 rifle a woman used to open fire at celebrity pastor Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Houston. I don't even think he was there. I don't think Joel Osteen was there. I don't think he was gonna deliver that service, because this was moments before a Spanish speaking service. To my knowledge, I don't think he speaks Spanish. He might, I don't know, but I'm not even sure he was there. It said there were some anti-Semitic writings that had been recovered, but a motive behind Sunday afternoon shooting has not yet been determined. It says, we do believe, this is interesting. This is interesting that they put this in here. It said, we do believe that there was a family dispute that had taken place between the shooter and her ex-husband and her ex-husband's family, some of whom are Jewish. This is what the police are saying. So they're saying that might have tied into her motivation to carry out this shooting as well. We also have this video that was captured, the moments right before the shooting, and also you can hear some of the shots in this video. Let's play this and then we'll have a conversation about it.
Ey, para acá, para acá, para acá. Para allá, vámonos para allá, vámonos para allá.
So you kind of already see people. Some people are in prayer. Some people are seeking shelter. I would assume at this moment in time, they had already been alerted of the situation. And I think one of the advantages, to their point, I don't know, this may or may not have been an advantage, but Lakewood Church is huge. I've never been to Lakewood Church, but just looking at these videos, it is huge. So I'm assuming that they had a lot of different resources to control the situation. And I think this could have been a lot worse, because the amount of people that were there. The weapon that she brought, I don't know if it was automatic or I don't know too much about guns, but it sounds like she was prepared and that she had the tools to do some serious damage. There was also another article, or it might have been the same article, that was saying that she also had what may have been a bomb on her as well. They said she had some sort of device that looked like a bomb. It said that Moreno allegedly threatened that she had a bomb. It says that the officials searched her car and her backpack, but nothing was found. On other articles that you read, there was one from USA Today, I believe, that was saying that she had some type of device that had like a pull tab, and they thought that that might have been like a detonation device for like a bomb. At any rate, this could have been a lot worse. It really could have been a lot worse.
What the?
So that's another angle. I'm trying to tell y'all, this church looks like an airport. It is huge. So that's why I'm saying, like, in a situation like that, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of exits. You have a lot of ways to get out. But on the flip side, for somebody looking to do harm, they have a lot of options too. They have a lot of options to get in and get out. But in this situation, I think the fact that the place was so big, it kind of allowed them to identify the threat quickly and take care of that threat in a way that saved a lot of lives, you know? But even like, look at a video like this. Like this place is huge.
Camilita, acuéstate en el piso, hijita.
The place is huge. I don't know what's up with people in the comments, man. Look, regardless of what you believe, and I don't agree with the practice and the ministry that Joel Osteen has, but regardless of what you believe, why are you wishing death on people? And I don't know if this dude's a Christian or not, but regardless, why are you wishing death on somebody? Just because you don't agree with them, why are you wishing death on them? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And then we had this statement that came out as well. Joel Osteen addresses the media himself.
First off, thank Chief and the mayor and Chief Pena and all of these men and women did an amazing job. And it's just, you said it, Chief, it could have been a lot worse. Of course, we're devastated. I mean, we've been here 65 years and have somebody shooting in your church. But, you know, we don't understand why these things happen, but we know God's in control. And we're going to pray for that little 5-year-old boy and pray for the lady that was deceased, her family and all, and the other gentleman. But I don't know, it's just kind of in a fog, but, you know, just believe that, you know, we're going to stay strong. We're going to continue to move forward. And there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us, the forces of God are stronger than that. So we're going to keep going strong and just, you know, doing what God's called us to do, lift people up and give hope to the world. Again, I want to thank all these gentlemen because, you know, I can only imagine if it would have happened during the 11 o'clock service. We were in between services going into the Spanish service. So, you know, if there's anything good of it, you know what, she didn't get in there and do a whole lot worse damage. So we thank God for that he's watching over all of us. And as the chief says, we're going to keep going strong and bringing hope to the world. But thank you again, General.
I mean, that's what I was trying to say. Like, she could have really got up in there and did something, you know? And there's already enough damage as it is. Life loss, potentially, you know, a little boy fighting for his life. Another one got hit, a critical condition. But she really could have got up in there and really went crazy, you know?
Shooter who entered Lakewood Church on Sunday with a long rifle and child in tow has been identified as Genesee Yvonne Moreno, according to multiple sources. 36-year-old, previously identified as Jeffrey Escalante, had prior arrests for assault.
This is the part that confuses me. She previously identified as Jeffrey Escalante. So she's a 36-year-old woman. Her name is Genesee Moreno. But she previously identified as Jeffrey Escalante. I don't know if that's because of crime. I don't know if she's trying to run from something. I don't know if she's trying to hide something. I don't know what's going on, but that part confused me a lot.
Identified as Jeffrey Escalante had prior arrests for assault, forgery, marijuana possession, theft, evading, and unlawful carrying of a weapon. According to a Texas DPS record search, her criminal record dates back to 2005. Members of the FBI, Conroe Police Department, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Houston Police Department, and Texas Rangers arrived at a Conroe home hours after the Sunday shooting to collect evidence and try to piece together the main piece of the puzzle. The shooter walked into the Houston megachurch with a 5-year-old while wearing a trench coat and carrying a backpack that she reportedly announced had explosives inside. Explosives were not found in her possession or in her vehicle. Said the woman entered the church and opened fire in the lobby around 1:53 p.m. 2 law enforcement officers working extra jobs at the church returned fire and shot and killed the woman. At some point during the shooting, the 5-year-old boy accompanying her and a 57-year-old man were both hit by gunfire. The child was taken to Texas Children's Hospital in critical condition, police say. County Judge Lena Hidalgo is calling for investigators to look into whether or not the shooting was a hate crime targeting Hispanic people. The shooter arrived at the church just minutes before a Spanish-language sermon was scheduled to begin. Shooter who entered Lakewood.
This is another moment right here too. I don't know if I played this or not.
Con diagonal 2024. Repito.
I'm not sure what he was saying, but you can see the chaos in the building.
A woman opens fire inside the Houston megachurch of celebrity pastor Joel Osteen. Hello, I'm Jory Rand. Michelle Fisher is off today. Authorities say the woman was armed with a long gun and accompanied by a 5-year-old child. Lakewood Church was between services at the time when that woman walked in and opened fire. 2 off-duty police officers shot back and hit the woman, who was pronounced dead at the scene. The child was also struck and is now hospitalized in critical condition. A 57-year-old bystander was hit in the leg and is also being treated at a hospital.
It could have been a lot worse. Of course, we're devastated. I mean, we've been here.
This is from the local news in Houston. It says 7-year-old fighting for life, man released from the hospital following the Lakewood shooting. So one has been released is what it sounds like. Said Moreno went into the church through the left side with an AR-15, a bag with another gun, and a 7-year-old. The child is critically injured after being shot. An off-duty Houston police officer, Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission officer were at the church and confronted Moreno. The suspect had a gun with the sticker Palestine on it. Moreno had several aliases that she got into, and she got into a family dispute with her husband, and some of them are Jewish. A 57-year-old man was injured at the church but has since been released from the hospital. Let me see if Twitter has anything. This is from Twitter. I'm not sure what this is, but it says Houston PD ran an entire investigation to figure out which pronouns to use for the shooter at Lakewood Church.
So she has utilized both male and female names, but through all of our investigation to this point, talking with individuals, interviews, documents, Houston Police Department reports, she has been identified this entire time as female, she, her, and so we are identifying her as Genesee Moreno, Hispanic female. There were 2 weapons.
Okay. So y'all did an entire investigation to figure out what her pronouns were? Is this true or not? I don't know. They're saying that she was trans. Is that the case? I don't know what to believe anymore. Why can't we just be who we were born as, you know? Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't know what this is. This says shooter at Lakewood Church, Houston, Texas. I don't know who tweeted this, but it says it was a transgender born a man, transitioned to a woman. And now they have this. This is from Fox News. Let me play this from Fox News.
The police have identified the person who opened fire at Joel Osteen's megachurch in Houston yesterday. William Lajeunesse is on this for us. William, what exactly are we learning?
So we just got a hold of the search warrant and can confirm that the shooter is identified as a 36-year-old Genesee Yvonne Moreno. She had been born a man, Jeffrey Escalante, from El Salvador, and has a lengthy criminal record. Now, according to the search warrant from Montgomery County, she pointed an AR-15 at the officers, off-duty officers who were in the church at the time, and they fired upon her, killed her, and was considered in self-defense. Also, there was word that the woman had claimed that she had a bomb and she had a backpack. They checked that out. Turned out it wasn't true, but according to the search warrant, she was in possession of a yellow color rope and substances consistent with the manufacture of explosives. They thought that was a detonation cord. They looked into it and it turned out not to be the case. We're also hearing from local reports that the 5-year-old who was with this woman is likely not to make it. The 5-year-old boy has been in critical condition, and according to the Houston Chronicle, it doesn't appear that individual is going to make it. A 57-year-old man was also shot in this altercation at Lakewood Church there in Houston, which of course is operated by celebrity pastor Joel Osteen. That individual, the 57-year-old man, he's going to be okay. He was shot in the leg. But the information we're getting now, we've seen a lengthy criminal record on this individual. Again, as a man, he had a lengthy record of assaulting a police officer, marijuana. Also, I've got a lengthy record here, several different offenses over about the past since 2005. So that's what we got from here, and news conference is scheduled to begin at 2:30 Eastern, and we should get more information.
Yeah, among the most serious, the 2009 assault of a police officer in Houston, William, 2010 forgery, most recently 2022, a misdemeanor weapons charge for unlawful carrying a weapon. William Lajeunesse, as you mentioned, 2:30, we're going to need an update from the police there, and we'll certainly take that live. Did you have something to add?
Well, no, just only on the AR-15, he had scrawled, Free Palestine.
Yes, a big and growing part of that story. And William, we have the picture now of this suspect up on the screen.
Yeah, and you know, when we're going to get we have 5 of those photos that we're loading right now into the computer system. But when you look at the progression of this individual over the last 5 or 6 years, definitely had a pretty hard life, because there's a great transformation from the first photos from the mugshots that were taken to the one you're seeing right now.
So born as Jeffrey Escalante Moreno, goes by the alias Jeunesse Yvonne.
He said when you look at the escalation or the progression, when you look at the progression of the photos, you could tell that he had a hard life. So is it a man? Born Jeffrey, right? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Two good guys with a gun stopped the mass shooting at Lakewood Church in Texas. Another example of why I carry. Let's watch this.
So approximately at 1:53, a female, approximately 30, 35 years old.
I'm so sorry. I burped, y'all. I'm so sorry.
The property on the west side here in the parking lot of Lakewood Church. She entered the building. She was armed with a long rifle and a trench coat with a backpack, accompanied by a small child, approximately 4 to 5 years old. Once she entered, at some point she began to fire. I want to compliment the off-duty officers who were working extra employment here. One TABC agent, 4 years of service, 38 years old. An HPD off-duty officer, 28 years old, 2 years of service. Both officers, officer and agent, engaged, striking the female. She's deceased here on the scene. Unfortunately, the 5-year-old kid was hit and is in critical condition at our local hospital. There was a 57-year-old man who didn't have anything to do with it, I don't think, was shot in the leg. He's seeking treatment in the hospital. So let's all pray for each and every one of them. Once she went down, officers reported back to us that she threatened, that she had a bomb. So we searched her vehicle, our bomb squad, and also the backpack. No explosives were found, but she was also spraying some type of substance on the ground. So HFD came, and the fire chief would speak briefly on that. But again, we're going to stand strong.
Wow. So after she got hit, she started threatening that she had a bomb on her. Trying to see if there's anything new, but think we pretty much watched everything. Man, it's a terrible situation. Terrible situation. I'm honestly, and like I said, I don't want to be too negative. I'm surprised that this doesn't happen more often. I'm surprised it didn't happen more often. And who knows exactly what the motive was? I have no idea. I could speculate, but I think the more I try to speculate, the more I'm going to get myself in trouble, because there's a lot of things flying around my head right now. But I think we got to pray for the little boy. That's the main thing on my heart right now. You know, praying for that little boy, hoping and praying that he's okay, that he could pull through, that the grace of God could be upon him, the healing power of Jesus Christ can be upon him, and that he can make it. Because he didn't have to be pulled into that situation. He didn't have to be pulled into that situation. I think the response by, the off-duty cops who were on the scene was incredible. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, even though it was already so terrible. But once again, it could have been a lot worse, Yeah, man. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of information that comes out about this story. So I'll keep checking it. I'll keep tabs on it. And if there's any like major updates, then I'll make another video. But let me know what y'all think. Get in my comments, like this video. I'm out, y'all.